Greetings and welcome everybody. Welcome to my channel. This is Albano-Waite Tarot and my name is Cassandra. Today we are doing something completely brand new. So if you're here, congratulations, because this is my very first time. These are going to be my very first set of videos that I'm making, and I'm so excited. I'm also super nervous, so we'll see how it goes. I will introduce myself, and like I said, my name is Cassandra. I'm a Libra rising, Capricorn sun, Pisces moon, and my Venus is in Scorpio. So yeah, this is going to be really interesting. I don't really have a particular format as far as what kind of videos I'm going to be doing every month. If anything, I would love to just deliver monthly videos based on the element of your signs. So there'll be 4 videos in total. We will cover fire, air, earth, and water. And you want to watch for the element of your rising sun and moon sign, either your natal and or your progressed, whichever you like to go with the most. And you may also watch for your chart ruler, as well as just your overall dominant energy. So it doesn't exactly have to be zodiac based, but sorry about that. But I'll leave it up to you guys how you want to go about that. If anything, I feel these readings would really resonate through your rising and your sun sign. So yeah, this should be interesting. This should be quite an experience and an experiment. Please comment below. Let me see who you guys are. I'm curious to see who's watching. I'm curious to see how these videos resonate with you. Let me know in the comments, and subscribe as well. That way I can really tap into your energy and give you more accurate readings, because you're connected to me. So the more we're connected, the easier I am able to read for you. You may follow me on Instagram if you like, at Albano-Waite Tarot. I will leave a link to that in the description. I also offer private readings, which you could find on my Etsy shop. And I'll just leave everything else in the description, so that way we're not sitting here having a long chat about a whole lot of nothing. And yeah, should be exciting. My very first set of videos. So I'm very amateur. I'm pretty much a rookie when it comes to this shit. And things should be pretty interesting. So what we are going to do in the reading is we will look at your current energies. We will look at what energies are coming into your life, as well as the crowning energy, and then the challenges you will be facing. We will also pull from the Elemental Oracle deck, so we'll get you some Oracle cards up in here. And yeah, should be fun, should be exciting. I just want to say that I've been reading publicly for others for 5 months now. So, coming up on 6 months, I'm pretty excited. And I'm pretty excited about the energies coming up for everybody. The last 3 months of the year are pretty exciting times. It's my absolute favorite time of year. And that could just have a whole lot to do with the Scorpio energy that kind of kickstarts it all. I have dominant Scorpio in my chart, so yeah. Let's not make this any more awkward, and let's just kind of dive right into it. Hello, Earth signs. This is your monthly tarot reading for the month of October. This is for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorns. So, to crown the reading, we have Prince of Wands. Your challenges this month are the King of Pentacles. And the current energies, we have Five of Wands, Ten of Swords, the Empress, and Four of Pentacles. And for the energies that are coming in for you this month, we have the Ten of Wands reversed, Three of Pentacles, Six of Wands, and the Sun. So let me just say that this is a month of action, and it's a month of following your dreams and going. I feel like there's something you need to do this month that you've probably never done before, or there's some kind of risk you need to take. There's some kind of really brave action that you need to take, or you're going to take this month. You may also just have like a boost of energy this month. Maybe it could have a lot to do with, I'm not too sure, but I'm pretty sure that Saturn and Jupiter will go direct this month. And so for Earth signs, if that's true for Saturn, I could see how there's a new boost of energy coming in. You're done with the lessons that Saturn retrograde brought, and now you're ready to take action and implement them. And especially if you feel like you haven't been able to get anything off the ground while it was in retrograde, which is pretty much the entire summer, now you will have the boost and the support of Saturn to take action, to do everything that you've been planning, everything you've been dying to do. The challenges this month with King of Pentacles, this is a Virgo energy, so you may be dealing with a Virgo, or you as a Virgo may struggle to assert your authority, to assert your dominance, or maybe you need to step into a role of leadership for the first time. And I feel like it's got you in your head, first of all, but I feel like maybe you don't think you can handle the responsibility. And this isn't just for Virgos, but it's for all Earth signs, but probably more or less Virgos in particular. You definitely need to, you just need to have the confidence, basically, and the patience, and to look things over and look things very clearly and carefully, and I guess try to keep your feelings out of it, you know. And for some of you, this has a lot to do with service. You're in some kind of line of service, and so, you know, there's some kind of sacrifice with that. When you serve other people, it's a sacrifice, because you're sacrificing your own free will to help other people. And so that could be another challenge for you guys this month, for all Earth signs, is a self-sacrifice kind of energy, which can be related to the devil in some way. And even Pisces energy, Pisces is very self-sacrificial. Capricorn, the goat, is very self-sacrificial. So that's definitely a theme this month. Looking into the current energies, there's definitely a lot of tension here. Like, I want to know what this is all about. Like, who are you dealing with that's making you feel this way? The Ten of Swords. I feel like this could be related to family, or with really close friends, or anything that feels like family, anything that has a connection like that. So it could even be work, it could be school related. I feel like there's definitely a lot of arguing. There's a lot of tension here. And I feel like first of all, like, you guys want to give up on this. Whatever tensions you're dealing with, I definitely feel that you're at your wit's end. You're just like, you're ready for it to just be over with. You may even be dealing with a Gemini or an elder who has their Saturn in Leo, which would be like, oh man, I don't know the dates, but I want to say, and I could be very wrong, but like the 50s, the late 40s, early 50s, I want to say is the Leo season, the Leo and Saturn generation, somewhere around there. And so yeah, you could be dealing with an elder, a parent, grandparent, or just somebody who's in that kind of authority. And this is Leo energy. So someone who has a lot of pride and isn't willing to just give it up. And so I could see how that is stressful and making you want to just give up on whatever it is you're dealing with, because it's hard dealing with people who have so much pride, because it's like you can't really tell them shit. You know what I mean? They're too stuck in their head and stuck in their own ways. And I definitely feel that's true for the Saturn and Leo generation, that like, you know, there's a lot of like, there's even like they even have issue with like self-image, or just the image of the nation, you know, because Saturn can represent the government. And so these people are definitely the most patriotic, you know, at least here in America. And so you could just be dealing with that with politics. Maybe there's some of you guys who are watching are involved in politics or involved with the system in some way. And if that's the case, I don't know why I hear this, but there's like a losing battle here. So you might have to just give up. If you feel like you're going through something with somebody or some kind of situation where it feels like it doesn't matter what you say or do, like it just, like even if you try to fix the situation, like it still boils out to this, like it still turns into this, even when you try to play like, you know, the peacemaker. Like I feel like there's nothing you can do. So you may have to just walk away, or you may have to just compromise. That's what I'm getting. And that's the current energies. This is something that you're dealing with right now. So this isn't something that's gonna stay with you this whole month. And then of course it depends on when you click on this video. Even if you click on this video later, this could have been the energies at the beginning of the month. It definitely feels heavy, but I feel like it's like nothing new. And I feel that's especially true for Capricorns. Like it's nothing new for you guys. And I feel like you guys are definitely dealing with a Gemini, or with Gemini energy, Sun and Gemini energy. Maybe it's going to be hard to communicate this month, especially during Mercury retrograde. I don't think you're going to get your point across. With whatever sticky situation you're dealing with, I think it's best that you just don't say anything, or you just wait, or you just, like, you speak your piece, but know that it's not going to change anything. It's not going to change anyone's opinions. It's not going to, you know, it's just not going to work. And for those who have some kind of court battle, if it's possible to push it off, that'd be great. Because I feel like, and there could even just be delays with that in general. Maybe someone doesn't show up, and so like you can't go on with the trial or something like that. Or maybe even some of you have to do jury duty, which, I don't know, my opinion, like jury duty is cool, but Like, come on now. It's a weird system to me. I've done it once and I wasn't too crazy about it. While we were doing it, it was cool, but like at the end of it, when we had to, like, I don't know, what is it, pick a verdict, or like, you know, decide the person's crimes, like, I just thought it was weird the way they went about it. So anyways, I digress. We also have the Empress and Four of Pentacles. So this is really positive, especially with the Empress. This is Venus energy. And then the Four of Pentacles is Sun in Capricorn. So I think it's wise for all earth signs, especially Capricorns right now, to save their money, to hold on to their possessions. I know the Four of Pentacles can be seen as like a greedy card, but like with all this shit going on, maybe it is a good idea that you just kind of retreat and get away from this and focus on yourself. I feel like there's going to be a transition, and it could just be a shift in your own energy. Like you just decide for yourself to just let go, and move into this Empress energy, which is divine feminine energy. And I feel like for some of you, and I feel like this is for Virgo, that somebody is really, I don't know, like someone's overstepping their boundaries. I feel like there's also somebody denying you something. It could be money. It could be a loan. So if you're trying to apply for a loan, I just feel like it's really sticky for earth signs at the beginning of the month. And so like if you're trying to apply for a loan, Virgos or other earth signs, like you may not get it, or there's going to be a delay. I really feel Mercury retrograde is just gonna slap you guys up. And what is this? This is squaring you guys. Okay, so earth energy squares, or air energy squares earth energy. So yeah, it's gonna be really challenging and difficult. But I feel like it's not gonna be too bad. Of course, it really depends on who you are and your karma and what you're going through personally. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. If you are planning to have children, you may want to hold that off too. Man, I feel like there's just something that needs to be held off here until it's time. And maybe until it's time for Saturn to go direct, like maybe even a week after. You know what? I'll look real quick and see when that's gonna happen, so that way we're not guessing here. Okay, so October 11th is when Saturn stations direct. So you may want to wait until after that. And I believe October 17th is the last day of Mercury retrograde. So if you can wait even after that, so like the 20th, just to be in the clear, you know, that might be a good time to really go for something here. A project, a business, applying for a loan, a court case, something that is kind of a big deal or a serious or important matter. If you can hold off on taking action towards it until the 20th is what I'm hearing. I think that would be a good idea. You could also be stepping into some new money this month. It's just an ideal time to hold on to what you have overall. But I feel like you guys are going to attract a lot of material possession here with the Empress and the Four of Pentacles. All right, so we'll move into the future energy and the energy that's coming in for you guys this month. With the Ten of Wands reversed, I feel like this could be a good thing when it comes to all the shit that you're dealing with right now. Up here with the Five of Wands and Ten of Swords. I feel like you'll be lifted from a burden, but also some of you are denying responsibility about something this month. And that can have a lot to do with the challenges with the King of Pentacles. Like, for some of you, maybe this leadership role or this authoritarian role that is required of you, it's not meant for you. Or for some of you, it's like there's something really unconventional about it. Perhaps you're gonna go your own way about doing things that is different from what you're used to or what others are used to, as far as, you know, societal standards go. I don't know, I just feel like some of you are really denying responsibility here. And it could be somebody else too that you're dealing with. And if it's related to a court case, I feel like what I'm getting is child support. Or like just something that has to deal with responsibility and owning up to it. I feel like somebody's denying something here. It could be you, it could be somebody else. It could be it could be a fire sign. I think they just don't want to accept faults. We do have positive energy coming through here with the last three cards. The Three of Pentacles, Six of Wands, and the Sun. So I do like to see the Sun basically ending the reading. Because it starts off really challenging and the end of the month it's going to end really good. So that should be pretty exciting. There's a lot of Leo energy here. So you may be dealing with a Leo or somebody who has Leo placements, fifth house placements. Or they're just embodying this kind of energy right now. This could even be you embodying this energy. Looking at the bright side of things. Even with the situation you're dealing with that's really sticky and like just not cool, like I feel like you're detaching from it and in some way, shape, or form, and you're really just trying to get here to the Sun. Especially my Capricorns. Capricorns have had it really fucking rough. And when do they not have it rough? But I feel because of last year's Saturn and Pluto conjunction in the sign of Capricorn and the beginning of January 2020, it's just been like, it's been rough. It really has been. But it's also been good. Like there's this weird balance of like shit hitting the fan and then like shit popping off for you guys and all earth signs. But especially Capricorn right now. Because at the end of the year, we had a Saturn-Jupiter conjunction in the early sign of Aquarius. And that's a positive. Some people say it's a negative aspect, but I think it's pretty positive in the sense that like Saturn and Jupiter contacts can bring fame and fortune. So like, I feel like for a lot of you guys, you've made a lot of accomplishments. You've accomplished a lot of goals this year, but it hasn't been easy and it's come with a price. you could be invited to start, you could be invited to something that has to deal with business and career. Maybe you'll get a new job, maybe a promotion. You'll get some kind of recognition for something that you've worked hard on. And it could just be everything that you've been, especially if you guys have been buckling down, all earth signs, if you guys have been really buckling down during Saturn retrograde and like really working with that energy and making plans and like seeing where you give away your power, seeing how you allow other people to overpower you, you know, seeing, and I feel like for some of you, like you've had to learn how to really stand up for what you believe in and what you really want. And it's gonna pay off. Like, of course it is, but this is the month for it to pay off. This is the month to see results. For sure. Especially in matters of work and career and business. It can be anything, and it doesn't have to be like traditional work and career. Just anything that you've been working on or working towards. Somehow community is involved. This could be a group project, or this could be something that you provide for other people. So earlier I picked up on a service. Somebody here has to step into a role of service, or you know, if you offer a service, you know, it's for other people. Like, other people are involved. The service that you're providing for others, no matter what it is, it could even just be a service to your family. You know, like if you're a new parent, maybe you're just, you know, you have to step into this new role of leadership, which is really difficult when you're a first-time parent. So I feel like some of you guys are first-time parents, or at least one of you that's watching, and it's challenging, but know that you have help on your side. You definitely have the support you need, especially if you reach out. And I know for earth signs, it's kind of hard to reach out for help because you like to do everything on your own, you know? So this is a good month to reach out for help, especially if you've really been like doing it your own way or doing it on your own during Saturn retrograde, which only seems natural that happens during a Saturn retrograde, that you're left to your own, you know, accord. Like, you have to stand alone. Now it's like you can go ahead and, you know, get the help you need. And I feel like it's gonna step in regardless. Now, I did say something about a new job or some kind of new opportunities going to come in for you guys. For some of you, you're going to travel. For some of you, you know, this could be like public recognition. I feel like somebody here who has a social media account, like your numbers are gonna boost. You're just gonna like post something or say something or do something, or someone else is going to share something that you've done, and it's going to give you a boost, like a lot of followers out of nowhere. Or maybe just over the course of like a couple weeks, like your numbers are just gonna climb. And that's especially for people who have a service or business that they offer and they have a social media account. And so, like, you know, if you just use social media for personal reasons, maybe not, you know. Of course, it depends on the kind of content you share. But there's definitely people that are going to be looking your way. Either way, guys, earth signs, people are going to be looking at you. The sun is going to be shining on you guys, especially by the middle of the month, especially by Scorpio season. It's really going to be a good time for you guys. And you want to check out the transits too, especially Taurus, because Scorpio is your sister sign and it opposes you. So you want to see what kind of transits are occurring in Scorpio this year. Right now we have Venus in Scorpio, and that should wrap up, I want to say by the 9th. So around the time Saturn goes to stations direct, Venus will transition into Sagittarius. So that might be like, this Venus in Scorpio might be like a, you know, like a sneak peek into what is to come in Scorpio season, especially when it comes to Venusian energy. So like if it's been a struggle, then unfortunately, I'm sorry, there might just be some more struggles in the realm of Venus, which is love, money, pleasures, leisure, desires, aesthetics, things like that. But you could really utilize this energy in a positive way. So I feel like for some of you, maybe, you know, when it comes to love and relationships, for some of you, you may just be transitioning to a new stage in the relationship if you're involved in a relationship. Especially Taurus, I feel, I also feel like some truths are gonna come out. Are they your truths or their truths? And of course it depends on everyone's situation, how minor or major that will be, and how these truths affect you. Like it could be a good thing, although I feel all truths are good, even when, you know, it's the worst truth ever, because it's the truth. And, you know, that could just be my Scorpio energy, like what's better than the truth and people telling the truth. Something will come to light in relationships this month. And if you're single, the same thing. Like I feel like somebody might even confess their love to you this month, or confess everything they've felt about you, good or bad. But I feel like even if it's bad, like if it's not what you wanted to hear, eventually you'll be glad they said it, especially by the end of the month, especially when Scorpio season's here. Like you'll be like, thank God they said that, because I had my suspicions and I was right. And I'm saying that because the sun is out. The sun is shining on you guys this month. It's the energy that's dying to step in. And it's funny that I say dying, you know, Scorpio and all that. But like it's waiting for you to accept it. You know what I mean? I feel like some of you guys have been down in the dumps, you know, or like just been really hard on yourselves. Like even if you're not like going through too much bullshit this year, like I feel like you're just whatever difficulties you're dealing with right now or at the beginning of the month, the sun is saying, like, it's asking you to just see the bright side and to accept your role, accept your karma, and move forward. And don't look back. I really feel like with Six of Wands, like, you don't want to look back. Once you get past this situation, whatever it is that I've said at the beginning of the reading, once you step out of it, once you get away from the burden, from the stress, from the excessive responsibility, don't look back. Because there's so much more like coming to you guys. Like, so much more. It's crazy. And if you're early born Capricorn, I know that Venus goes, not even early born Capricorn, so like so around 15 degrees Capricorn. I know that Venus will go retrograde in your sign in Capricorn. I don't know when, but I know the beginning of January it's in retrograde. So Venus energy is really heavy here for you guys. And so that's going to affect all earth signs, the Venus retrograde in Capricorn. And because it's at the beginning of the year, it's going to really set the tone for the beginning of the year. Now, Venus retrograde, when you look at it in a positive light, I feel like it's, and especially in the sign of Capricorn, like I feel like it's a good energy to have to help support this Four of Pentacles energy too, of obtaining and holding on to your possessions. Because for some of you, I feel like people have been taking too much from you, or you've been giving too much away. And this Venus and Capricorn energy, that will begin like late December, early January. It's going to help you reevaluate all this right here. So I feel like you're getting a sneak peek of that right now, which is really interesting because we're nowhere near any earth sign seasons for another 3 months. So, or like, yeah, 2.5 months. So that's interesting. Oh, it kind of sucks because I picked up 2 things while I was rambling and they're kind of gone now. So what else can we get from this? If you're dealing with a Gemini, they may be the one that confesses their love or confesses the truth. And it doesn't even have to be a Gemini sun or anyone with Gemini placements. Perhaps just communication and siblings, short distance travel, even like education, writing, poetry, anything that has to deal with communications. I feel like you're going to receive some information at the beginning of the month. I did the air sign video and they are going through a loss. I'm pretty sure it was air signs and not the fire signs. Hold on, I want to double check that. Hold on. Okay, so it was fire signs that will experience some kind of loss this month. But air signs, they have to own up to their truth this month. And so I feel like if you are dealing with any kind of air sign or any kind of issues with communication, the truth is gonna be revealed to you guys. And maybe air signs owe you guys an apology. And if you have air in your chart, maybe you owe an apology. So when I said that somebody's gonna confess their love to you this month, maybe you're the one that's gonna be doing it. And for some of you, it doesn't mean that you're gonna begin a relationship with them or end a relationship with them necessarily. But it's gonna be really freeing, because I was also telling air signs that like the truth can give freedom. So yeah, with that, there's some kind of freeing aspect here, and it leads to the sun, which is a very freeing card, because look at this kid, like he's naked on a horse. Like how, like you can't get any freer than that, right? Flocking through a field of sunflowers, like, and it looks like he's like pulling off this red cape, or like this red, whatever this is, this sheet or something that's covering, like he's just ripping it off, like, I'm here, world. And that's gonna probably be your guys' mood by the end of the month. Like, I'm here, fuck you guys, or, you know, whatever it is for you. That's my inner Capricorn. You know, you're just gonna feel really good about yourself. But it's gonna be a process to get there. And with the Prince of Wands crowning the reading, that's the Knight of Wands. And, you know, regular basic tarot. And so on this card, it's represented by Leo, which I'm pretty sure it's like that anyways for the Knight of Wands. So, you know, Leo energy, and we do have Leo energy out. It's, you know, they attract a lot of attention. They like attention. They also like to receive gifts. Like, I know a lot of Leo moons, and so because I'm saying that, maybe you know a Leo moon or dealing with a Leo moon, or you have a Leo moon. Leo moons love gifts. Like, I don't know. They're just so, like, it's like and I feel like they get gifts all the time, especially just Leos in general. Like, they're really good at just people just giving them things. It's kind of interesting. So you might have a month full of receiving material goods, and you're just gonna hold on to them and cherish them. You know, like, you're just gonna hold. You may even just receive like one really dope gift this month, and it's just gonna mean the world to you. Like, whatever that is for you. Like, you're just gonna be like, oh my god, like, how did you know? You read my mind, or you looked through my wish list. Like, how the fuck did you know I wanted that? You will just be attracting a lot of attention. A lot of recognition. Like I said, some of you are gonna like get a boost in numbers. And if it's not social media, maybe it's just overall, like business, customers, income, support even, you know, because we have the Three of Pentacles. So you could just get a boost in support from people, whether a lot of people or just a few people. And it could be anybody, depending on like your situation and what you're dealing with. It's going to be really dope. Really dope. And you'll be taking on an adventure this month, either spiritually or physically. If you've been doing a lot of like inner work, I feel like it's time to step out finally, to step out of a hermit mode, even if like you have been like stepping out, but you're still like processing and going through things. Then like you're finally going to be able to step away from all that, especially if you've been doing a lot of spiritual development since the start of COVID, which is an ideal time to really go on a spiritual journey, because especially during the lockdown, because like what are you know, what was there to do anyways? So if you were one of the few people who like really took advantage of that and like meditated, or just, you know, went more inwards and stayed away from society and the internet and all that, like it's like paying off now, and you're going to be able to let go of a lot. I feel like a lot of you have been healing, and maybe that's what the sticky situation is at the beginning of the month. You're at the end of this healing phase, and it's going to make you feel so defeated, and maybe you feel that way right now. Like you feel really defeated and like you want to give up, and like and maybe that's true. Like maybe you did everything you could and there's nothing else you could do now, and now it's time to give up. And then like once you do, and giving up can mean anything, like giving your attention to it, you know, talking about it, whatever it is, like you're just gonna give up. Responsibly though. I feel like you're not gonna just walk away from something. Like you're gonna give it your all, and then like for some of you, if you do have to walk away from something, like you're not gonna just do it abruptly. Although it might be that way for some, or it might feel that way for the person or the situation you're dealing with. But like, you've already put in all this work, and so like there's nothing else you could do. There really isn't. You did all that you could, just so you guys know. Now it's time to focus on yourself and what really matters to you. I think this is a time to really, especially if you did a lot of inner work or went through some kind of dark night of the soul within the last year and a half since the start of COVID, since the Saturn and Pluto conjunction in Capricorn, which I want to also add, the sun was in tight conjunction too. So, and that happened, I believe, on January 10th. And around that time, we had our first known death from COVID. And which is interesting because like I connected the dots with that. Like I was like, oh, this Saturn Pluto conjunction, this big thing, like a lot of astrologers have been like looking forward to, like this is it, like the COVID shit, like this is the big thing. And because the sun was involved, it affected everybody on a personal level in some way, shape, or form. It affected you. What did I say? I don't know. In some way, shape, or form, it affected you. Unless you're like fortunate enough to like live on some island somewhere away from society, but you're probably not watching my video if that's the case. Yeah, so like I feel like you're able to step away from some really heavy shit, and you're able to move on and go towards the future. And you know, with the Prince of Wands and the Six of Wands, I really feel, you know, there's a lot of fire energy. So this is a good time to really just put your best foot forward, to finally let go of the past, of everything that's been building up until now. And for those of you who have really been going through the shit, like this is the month where like that all ends, or this is the month where you could just step away from the burden, you know, from the responsibility of something that wasn't serving good, or something that had to really teach you a harsh lesson, especially during the Saturn retrograde. Like, there were some really harsh lessons. And now you're moving away from it. I feel like there's going to be a lot of things that you've been dealing with that is like, it's just gonna end, and then you don't have to look back anymore, and you're not gonna have to deal with it anymore until like, I guess the next time Saturn is in Capricorn, or even Aquarius, because it's in Aquarius right now. But you know, Saturn also rules Aquarius, so you know, it's kind of like an extended, you know, it kind of extends the energy a bit. I feel Capricorn and Aquarius work together like that because they have that same, you know, they have the same planetary ruler. So, at least traditionally, because in modern times, Uranus rules over Aquarius, so, you know, but traditionally it's Saturn, which still stands, I feel. And it's a different kind of energy compared to Capricorn Aquarius energy. It takes Capricorn and like puts it on a pedestal, I guess. I don't know why I said that, but I did. And like, it kind of like, I don't know, like the saying I'm trying to say, like it takes what Capricorn energy does, and it like shows us like, okay, now do it this way. Like, do that, but do it this way. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that's the lesson here that you've had to take with you with the Saturn retrograde in Aquarius, because it's the first retrograde in Aquarius during this transit. And so it's like you have to take all the tradition, all the structure, all the discipline, all the limitations of Capricorn and apply it in an Aquarian way. So more rebellious way, more breaking the rules, more thinking outside the box. Like, tradition is great, right? All that kind of Capricornian energy is great. But it's only good to a certain point. Like, we need a little bit of rebellion. Because if there's just nothing but control, like, nobody will be able to grow and evolve. And that's what Aquarius teaches us. It teaches us to grow and evolve in such a way that benefits society. So not just the government, not just nations, but society. So Saturn in Capricorn benefits the government, and Saturn in Aquarius benefits the people, because Aquarius is the sign of the people. So that's really interesting that I picked up on this channeling for you guys. So yeah, I think we covered the gist of it. So let's move ahead into the oracles, because I've noticed that my videos are an hour long, which I have no problem with, but I don't know how other people are going to feel about that. So let's like try not to beat a dead horse here. So I'll pull some oracles, and I'll pull an oracle for each sign. So we'll start with Taurus, then we'll move to Virgo and Capricorn. So what messages do we have? Oh gosh, from the ancestors of Gaia. What oracle message do we have for Taurus? Oh my goodness, they want to jump out today. What does that say about Taurus right now? Like, you guys really want to jump out. And maybe you will this Scorpio season. Like, maybe you guys are really going to thrive. So definitely check what's going to be transiting Scorpio during Scorpio season. Even asteroids. Like, for some of you, there might be some kind of asteroid. Maybe a money asteroid. Yeah, check that out. Look into that. You can Google. You can find anything on Google. You can find out all, like, what asteroids represent money or whatever it is that you value. And that, I think that's the message here too. Like, whatever you value, I really feel like it's gonna be highlighted in Scorpio season for my Tauruses. All right, so we have 30, number 30, oceans. And the word for this card is bravery. This is beautiful. I don't think I've pulled this card before. This is actually a new deck. This is like technically my second oracle deck, but this is like my first oracle deck. I'm not really familiar with oracles. But yeah, and this is the first time I pulled this card. So that's cool. That's always good. So that's new, fresh energy for you guys. All right, so 30, oceans. Go forth and explore. You won't see much if you keep the shore always in sight. Be brave in your choices. This is not the time to be fearful. Someone who's close to you has a hidden side, and it is best to be mindful of this in your decision making. Yes, just like I was saying. Maybe you will be the one that's confessing, or somebody will be confessing to you. But also stepping forth, and that's the Prince of Wands here. He wants all the earth signs to be brave. Okay, and that's a Leo energy. Be brave in your pursuits. Be brave in what you set out to do. Like, whatever you've been planning this whole year, like, it's go time. So don't hesitate. Excuse me. Don't worry about anything. Don't second guess anything. Just go for it. Just, think like a Sagittarius. Like, just go for it. Just aim that arrow and go for it. And maybe Sagittarius season will be a good season for you guys too. So, like, I feel like some of you guys are going to see the fruits of your labors, especially if you begin something new this month. You'll see the results by the end of November, beginning of December. So that's the message I have for Taurus when it comes to the oracles. Now let's move to Virgo. What oracle message do we have for Virgo? Okay, that's too many. What oracle message do we have for my Virgos? And I feel like Virgos too, like the Virgos in my life, like they're thriving, like they're about to pop off. Like they're really working on something. And I feel like you guys are gonna see recognition. For sure, without a doubt. We have number 14, passion. Ooh. And the word or phrase for this is the soul. So let's see what it says. All right. Passion. What is the spark that lights you up? The divine lives within you. Consider your motivations carefully. Know where your resistance lies. We all have more than one purpose in life, and having a passion makes us feel more alive. So, yeah, again, it goes with the reading pretty well, Virgo. And like I said before, I pulled, like, you guys are really, like, stepping into some abundance and some recognition and, like, even some fame and fortune for some of you. You guys are probably the ones getting a promotion or a new job or some kind of like social status, like some kind of 10th house activity. And maybe you want to check your 10th house too and see what's going on there, or see the sign on the cusp of your 10th house, like whatever that's. So as I was saying, yeah, so look at your 10th house, look at your 5th house, look at where Capricorn and Leo are, because I feel like either personally those houses are going to be activated and those signs are going to be activated for you, or those are the signs and houses to where you could really tap in to your greatest desires and lead you to this Empress energy. I feel like for Virgos, you guys are really embodying this Empress energy this month. And you guys are really, like, I really feel like you guys are going to get a lot of recognition. Or wherever Virgo, well, since this is an oracle for Virgo, but even if you're still watching, you're not a Virgo. Wherever Virgo is in your chart for you guys may be where you're going to get this recognition and where this Empress energy falls into. So I really like that. I really like to see Virgos going for it and following their passions, because when a Virgo goes for their passion, they are unstoppable. Like Beyonce is just a perfect example of Virgo energy, especially divine feminine Virgo energy. Like she just knows, like she just knows how to really embody that and like really go for it and work hard for it and not give up until it's right. That's definitely what divine feminine Virgo energy is all about. All right, so let's move to Capricorn. All right, Capricorn, so what is your elemental oracle from the ancestors of Gaia or Gaia? I never know what to say. I will say though, I learned through reading, so I don't really know how to pronounce a lot of words. Even if you tell me, I might still pronounce it wrong. I can't help it. I also had a speech impediment growing up, so like I just pronounce things very differently sometimes. Because like the way I hear it, it's like I hear it right. It just doesn't come out right. Ooh, that card wants to jump out. So let's take it. I like cards that jump. Ooh, maybe you guys need to jump into something this month. We have wind. Number 24. Change. Oh, so this is a good card. I get this card a lot in my readings for the weekly elemental oracle. Maybe not, but I feel like I've pulled this card up a couple times. And so this is all about change. All right. Resisting change is useless. Be prepared for a change in direction. You have been warned of change, so believe it. Really simple message, really straightforward. And I think that's what you guys want to hear right now, is a straightforward answer to something. So, yeah, I really feel for Capricorns. Like, this is it. This is the month, guys. Especially, you know, like I said, when Saturn stations direct and Mercury decides, you know, to move ahead too. Like, you guys are just, like, this is the moment you've been waiting for. So congratulations. And I'm being drawn to the bird. Well, my camera's not going to focus, but there's a bird over here, kind of like a crow. And that kind of reminds me of Odin's crows. So you guys are, I feel, are being divinely guided here by this change. This change is going to be something that the universe implements into your life. Something that, whatever your karma is, like, it's going to, like, shit's paying off for you guys. And a lot of you are going to do a complete 180. A lot of you are going to, like, I don't know, like, I feel like you're just gonna do something, or you're headed towards something that is unfamiliar or new, or, like, even if you've been planning it and anticipating it, like, I feel like it's just like you're gonna be reborn again. And Capricorns are definitely a sign that, like, is constantly going through death and rebirth, like Scorpio. And so perhaps Scorpio season is when you'll see this change too. For all earth signs, I'm really feeling Scorpio season for you guys. So, yeah, like I said, you've been warned of change. So expect it. It's coming. It's coming. And I feel like you guys are ready. I feel like this isn't something that you're going to be hesitant about or concerned about or anything like that. Like, I feel like you guys are just like, all right, it's fucking go time. Like, it really is for you guys. So I'm excited. I'm excited for you guys. So yeah, those are pretty simple oracle messages I got for you guys. And we're just going to leave it at that, because I think you guys just want straightforward answers right now. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I hope you come back and leave a comment, like, or even dislike, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Tap in with me. I want to see you guys. I want to know who's watching. That way I could really deliver messages for you in the future. I'm excited. I'm thinking the next video I will make will be a new moon reading, and I might even do a new moon reading for all the elements again, instead of a collective, because originally I thought of just doing a collective, because the spread I have for my new moons, it's pretty heavy, but, like, because of that, we should probably break it down. So I should see you guys very soon. If not, I do expect to come back for November. So I'll see you at least then. All right, I hope you like this. Love you guys.